Hello guys, welcome to episode 2 of our character design workflow. So first thing we do here is to import our make human character. Remember where we saved it in a new folder. Sorry, it's new folder. Where? Yes. So now I'm looking at this. It looks a character make human always sends their characters very large. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to bring in a remember what I said in class, that a cube is almost the same height with the average man, just slightly taller than me. So I'll bring in a cube to use it as a measurement. So I'll select the entire make human and scale it down with the S. Scale it down. Okay, I think let me reduce it a bit more. Right, yes, this height is okay. So I'll do all transform. Wait. Okay, so don't select your armature, select only the mesh and do Ctrl A, scale. So do the same thing for the eyebrow and the eyes. So what we're doing here is to clean up our make human character, to make it more like a Blender character when we send it out to another software. So we'll do the same thing to the eyes. Let's try no, it won't work. Let's do Ctrl Z. So let's see the let's look around and make sure it's okay. Let's see the texture. Let's see if the texture is okay. Let's export. So I don't want it to copy over my original one, so my original file. So let's do character 2, though it's the same character. In case I make a mistake here, let me still have that old one. So you can see it's see-through. It's see-through because now you go to shading, remove the alpha node. This was making it see-through. The same thing is happening to the brows. Just click on each mesh that's transparent and remove the alpha node. That's just what's making it invisible. Now in this is totally black because it wasn't unwrapped well. So all you have to do is come here, see the UV that's causing the blackness, take it to the eyes and scale it. Just press S to scale and scale it to cover the picture of the eyes. Now go back to your layout and voila, it looks as good as me. Export as FBX. Let's cover that character too. Yeah, so that when you take it to another software, it will show exactly what you so I'm looking for tattoo references. I was looking for tattoo references, but don't mind that one. Now you import, when you get your clone, import FBX and character 2. Okay, now you can see the character. So remember your concept image. Now since we haven't done the head, let's just do the top and the shorts. Let's open it a bit so we can see clearly. Right, minimize. Okay, so minimize. Let's do the shorts first, since it's under the shirt. So remember, we make a shorts cutout. Let's just roughly do something quickly. switch to then select each one by one. Hold it down, change it to edit curvature to make it curved. If you make it curved, it has more space to go around. So I'm thinking this might be, you duplicate it, then flip it horizontally. You come to your 3D window, select both of them with shift and the left click, duplicate, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, then click both of the back ones, right click, okay, I think I'll have to edit it a bit. I don't like how the back is. It should be a bit up so it doesn't sag and show her back. So select the two nodes on the end and drag it up, so even when we've sewed it, her big back will not make it pull down. So you select, remember it's the second tailoring icon you click on. Now you start selecting the ones that match. So that to sew them together. So. Bring it close to the body so it doesn't fall off. Right, then the front. You simulate. Now this is a bit too high. Why is it so high? Okay. Put these two together when you want to make any adjustments to parts. So drag it down. Let me see if it will look better. Then you simulate again. You can drag it. Sometimes if it doesn't look good, just drag it on the 3D window. But this, I think this is too high. Let me reduce it. Okay, it's not even showing in this thing, so just leave it. Just leave it, drag it a bit. So let's change the name of this fabric to shorts and change the color. You can come to properties tab, change the color to brown, apply and close. It's not the right color, but let's leave it. So everything we've done on the 2D window, we'll shift it because the 2D window serves like our UV. So let's create something else, the top. Let's create the top. So there's a V, it looks like a V-neck here, and it's a bit long. So let's see how we can do it. Again, select your polygon. Now draw the front of your shirt. So we're just drawing the pattern, but without the sleeves. We are not drawing the sleeves now. I think it should be long. Let's make it long. Long, yes. So just trace the part, try to match the left side with the right side as much as you can. Okay, why is it brown? Sorry, let me add another fabric and name it top. So let's change the top. We click on the fabric and change the material to top. Yeah, so now you see it's white. So we duplicate, take it to the back, flip the normal. Now we sew these two together. Adjust it first. Let's take this one to the side so it doesn't block our view. So I think this should be a bit more. No, it's this one. I'm going to delete this and come back, edit curvature, and round it out a bit for the neck, for the back of the neck. Yeah. Okay. Let's edit the arms by rounding them out. Round. Okay. Any other thing? Then we start sewing. So remember, don't allow the threads to crisscross. You simulate. Okay, this is too tight. This is too tight. This is too tight. Let me see the reference. Okay, so it's a bit loose, so let's increase the size. You can see it's even dragging the shirt up because of her back. I made it a bit big. So let's put this two on the same height. Right, whenever you want to expand something, the front and back should be on the same line vertically. So simulate, increase size, simulate, increase size, simulate, until you get the size you want. Is this the size I want? Also, as you're simulating, make adjustments. Okay, I think it should be a bit bigger. Simulate again. I think it's perfect now. Okay, let's do the belt. So to do the belt, we have to come to this edit pattern window. The edit, hold down on the edit. Okay, let me put them side by side first. Okay. So let's go to edit pattern window, add point, click on yes here. Now make sure it's on the same horizontal, it's on the same line with both the front and the back. So you're making 4 new points. Then you come I think you should. Okay, let's make another 4. So it's 8 in total that you're making. Make sure the second 4 are just parallel to the first one. Then you start. Okay, no. Put them back together. And you start dragging them closer. But use shift to select this and this. Drag it closer to her body. Use shift to select this and this. And drag it to. So when we simulate, I think it's still too big. I think this is perfect now. Let's simulate, let's see. Okay, I like it. Let's drag a bit. It's okay. Yes, I made a mistake here. Okay. So put it back side by side. This thing is not here. I made a mistake. Let me take it out and delete. Okay, so good. Now let's do the belt. We have to create a new fabric before we start. So yeah, it's brown. It's the darkest brown. So let's create a new one. Name it belt. I'll be sash. Let's name it sash. Then pick a different color. Now this might not be your final colors. We are just using it to mark our different meshes. So we create the sash by creating a rectangle. You know the drill. Duplicate it too. Let's make it smaller. Adjust it a bit. Yeah. Okay. Duplicate it. Ctrl CV. Flip your normals. Then let's sew it. Remember, it's the second icon, the second sewing machine icon. Select. Hey. Yes. Select. Then simulate. If it appears too big, drag it. Let's take it out from here so I can really adjust it very well. So shift, we adjust both of them. Let's make it smaller so it will really snatch the tongue. Now it's looking snatched. Let's pull it up and see. Put it side by side so that we can make it smaller. It's looking like a corset. Okay. I think this is okay. Okay, now let's do the loops. Now to do the loops, we should add more geometry, more meshes so before we start adding more meshes, let's add new point lines that will sew it. So first point line, let's make okay. So those are places we are sewing it. No? Sash. So okay. So we're creating it here so it will appear right next to the belt. Okay. Drag it closer. Yes, so then we simulate. Now we only sew the top and the bottom, so it will give this impression that it's looping. So now we can just start minimizing it and simulate. We minimize it some more until it looks good. We'll keep doing it until it looks good. Okay, I think this is okay. So now let's make these 2 loops. So add more meshes. So create another one. Now it's going to be sewn to the sides. So we duplicate this. Now this is extremely rough work. When you guys do your own, I expect you to do very clean job, because I'm just trying to rush through this to put out this tutorial. So it's extremely rough. You sew these 2 to each side and then simulate. Okay, I think this is good enough. Let's make some adjustments here before we start with the sleeve. Let's make some adjustments and simulate. Okay, so to make a sleeve, this is the cut pattern to make a sleeve. It always has 5 sides, like a house with 5 lines, something like this. Just do it roughly, then you come back to your edit pattern button and start adjusting it. Okay, now you can see it's in the center. Make adjustments. I left it at search. Let me change the fabric back to the top. Yeah, let's make it a color that can, because that white is blending into the background. Okay, this is better. I will edit curvature, then go back to edit pattern node. See, just look very well how I'll drag the hands, the sleeve. Can you see it? The hands on the sleeve. Can you see? Now this is not perfect, but this is basically the cut pattern for the sleeves. You duplicate it for the second one, for the left hand. Rotate. Okay, so just look at how I'll sew it. So first of all, I'll sew the bells to the cloth. That's the curves. I'll sew them together. Then I'll simulate. Afterwards, I'll now sew the sleeves itself together. And simulate again. Now it's looking a bit too tight. Another thing is, remember, her arms are flayed out, so it will affect the shape of the cloth. So I can make it bigger. Okay, let's check. Let's simulate and see how it is. Okay. See how short this one is. Okay, so let me decrease the length. Just drag it up, drag it up, drag it up. Drag it up. Make adjustments. Okay. I think I can make more adjustments, but let's leave it. Let's just drag these ones. Okay. So I think this is okay. Okay, so let's go to this place at the road simulation and change it to UV editor. Now the purpose of this UV editor is to make it easier to texture. So we are going to remember all those cutouts we did in the 2D window. This is where we'll arrange them properly so that when we texture, it doesn't overlap with any other, so that the different colors don't overlap. Now all these shapes, all of them should be in the tile that has both the green and red line. So all the shapes should at least, one time you arrange them, reduce them to fit into the green and red line. Okay. Red, red, red. Remember, the separate colors shouldn't overlap. Okay. Arrange the tiles. Yes, to give space for the orange. Okay. Later on, you find out why this UV texture, this UV editing is so important. Okay, I think it's okay now. Okay, so we go back to simulation now. Let's export the whole thing. If we are okay with what we have, double check. There is nothing missing. Okay, go back to simulation. Delete the main character. The cloth, as long as it's not simulating, the cloth won't fall. So delete the main character. Don't simulate, leave the simulation. Go to file, export, FBX. this window will come up. Give the name. Let's give it outfit FBX. Now when this window comes up, we use single object tick. When you make it tick, the normals, both sides will be outside normals. Every other thing, leave it and click OK. So it has sent. That was fast. When you make more complex clothes, it so go back to your blender. Remember, we never closed our blender where this character was imported. Now we click on the outfit, and that's it. Voila, you have done your first character with clothes. Now this is rough work. We can do better. So I expect you guys to send in your characters using this method, using both make human and clo. Design your characters and send it in before Monday. I want us to use them for the blueprints on Monday. Later we'll do the head and the head. That one is a bit more complex. Then we do some assets too, like this chain, the necklace, and the bag. So we'll still add all of them. So guys,